Hello everyone, welcome back to World of Warcraft The War Within and our immersive story-focused playthrough. Whether you are new here or a familiar face, please enjoy the relaxing commentary of today's episode. And as always, I hope you are all doing well, and I thank you for joining me today. It means a lot. In the previous episode, we saw the War Within's leveling campaign through to the very end, wrapping up the events in Ashkahet and the City of Threads. A ton of content has now opened up for us to explore, but before we dive back into the max level campaign, I think it would be good if we, hit max level first. Delves will be the name of the game for today's episode. We're looking to complete each of the ones that we have not yet explored, turn in any related quests, and push our way towards level 80. We begin with the Nightfall Sanctum in Hollowfall, just north of Maraldar. And real quick before we enter, we have switched up our talents a bit. We are now going to try out Deathbringer hero talents. We've picked up Reaper's Mark as a brand new ability, and I'm very excited to see what it can do and what it looks like visually as well. While I will miss mounted combat outdoors, Deathbringer does tickle an itch for me as far as burst damage and massive AoE hits. I think this is going to look visually great, and I think it's going to deal a ton of damage. Alright, let's get into this delve and see what it has for us. Here we go. The Order of Night is using this cavern to perform dark rituals. I'm betting destroying these Darkfire braziers will put an end to their nefarious plans. We've got an additional quest here. Very nice. I made sure that I picked up all of the quests related to the delves in Hollowfall before going into today's episode. So that should help us a lot in pushing us one last level. I think our curios are okay. Let's begin by starting to destroy the Darkfire braziers. Let's take a look at the map. Seems like a pretty big delve. Well, let's get started.
Those ships are coming for us! Here we go!
See those scythes that come out after using Reaper's Mark? Oh, that's so cool. It's worth noting that we did have to give up Frost Scythe in order to use this talent a little bit more efficiently. I think our build is now more in line with what is typical of what people are doing in Mythic Plus right now. But that's okay. I'm okay with dropping Frost Scythe if we end up gaining 2 Frost Scythes in return that are triggered by our Obliterate once we use Reaper's Mark.
Get out of the way! Here's your take of the spoils!
Yeah, this place has some levels to it for sure. Destroyed 2 braziers already. Let's go ahead and hop down and destroy some more.
enough!
Can't get over how amazing those scythes look when they come out. I didn't think it could get much better than Riders of the Apocalypse, and as much as I love that set of hero talents, I feel like I'm going to love this one a lot more from a gameplay perspective.
Those ships are coming for us!
Let's avoid the purple circles. Probably be a good idea.
Those ships are coming for us! Looking stronger already!
With that, we have reached level 79. We can stick another point. Oh, let's see here. Reduce the cooldowns of Lichborn and Raised Dead. I feel like that's pretty good. We'll take Death's Messenger, some extra defensive capabilities there. One last brazier. Let's see if that's all we have to actually do. Someone's not happy we stopped the rituals. Yep, so I'm assuming we got a boss. And that should wrap things up for Nightfall Sanctum.
Those ships are coming for us! That's more like it!
Gonna have to see how much more we need to level Bran before we can start taking on the more challenging delves. There's our guy, Speaker Halvin. I bet if we did some of the local storylines, we probably would have seen or understood more about the story in each of these delves, perhaps. So maybe when we do go back to the local storylines, we'll learn a little bit more about some of these characters and if they are actually significant in any way.
I'm going all out!
Enough doomsaying for today. Let's grab one of the ship's parachutes and get the treasure. Alright. We're going up here. I see you down in this room over here.
Nice fight!
Cool. Looks like we have some information we can pick up from here regarding Zekfir, the final boss of the Delves, I guess you could call it. Let's grab everything that we can here. Elemental Fusion Bomb, we've picked up one of those before in the past. And I'm assuming we'll get a curio of some kind as well. Golden Seeker Relic.
That's more like it!
When Bran uses gathering tools, there is a 20% chance to unearth a powerful artifact that grants your party a powerful boon. Okay. Nothing too crazy. Let's make sure that we pick up whatever this quest is first. I imagine we're going to have to collect these notes from every single delve. But we'll see. You find a scroll that has drawings similar to the Nerubian Zekfir. You read the notes left by the cultist. I hear whispers in the dark, the name Zekfir, the promise of power. He wants to silence something, though I do not understand what from the whispers. This creature offers immense power for any who would aid him, enough that I could bring about Renalash. The last part of the scroll is hastily scribbled. Zekfir, Zekfir, Zekfir. Alright. Let's copy the note. And I'm sure we're going to have to collect plenty more of those. Let's get out of this delve and we'll move on to the next one. Hollowfall has quite a few others.
The answers are here. I can feel it.
Zekfir sounds like a real problem. Whispering enemies, offering them power, all to stop us. Keep your ear to the ground for any more information. I'll see you around. Some more experience for Bran. On a large chunk of experience for completion. That's the goal. Alright, let's head over to the sinkhole next. We did complete the Delver's Call for Nightfall Sanctum. So I suppose we can turn that into Merildar before we proceed. We'll turn in this quest and then we'll head over to the sinkhole.
I support our army with the finest blades.
I hear word someone put a stop to the Order of Knights' schemes. Good work.
The sacred flame tempers not just our souls, but my steel. Imperial steel.
Got some gold as well.
conquered a continent.
Not really anything special. We'll take anything extra. Alright, let's head down to the sinkhole. Have to assume we're going down here. Yeah, for sure. We've got a flight master down here, huh? Alright, let's get into this next delve. Huh. Got a chest at the bottom here. Gloomfathom hide. Looks like a crafting reagent. A little bit of extra gold. So we'll take it. The Cobus kidnapped some folks. Suppose we should go underwater. Rescue them. Not so sure about this. Yeah. Not so sure about this either. I think we're going to be fine with our loadout. I suppose we're going underwater. Alright, good. This is, so we got Vashir mechanics going on here. We don't need to worry about our breath, luckily for us, but these bubbles will give us a nice speed boost at least.
You won't hit us with that one.
And let's get things underway.
Look for the bubbles and get some air.
It looks like our goal is to rescue 8 Arathi. It's not too much. Already seen several at this point.
That's more like
Let's
it.
take a look at the map real quick too. Okay, so it looks like a pretty standard. I like how simple this is. This has got to be one of the most basic maps we've seen so far of a delve. It's just like a little pathway, pretty much, and that is it. It looks like we can go wherever we want.
Keep
No,
us reserve you.
we
I
can't.
know you can do better than that.
Good to know. So you really got to stick to the path, because if you do not, you are going to die. With that being said, I have to assume that some of these enemies that we're going to be facing have knockback effects, which will probably make things quite difficult for us if we're standing close to the edge.
Found a bit of gold!
Got a fun little shark chasing us. It's an elite. Well, we go ahead and deal with him first before we move on. I feel like we've been rescuing far more than just 3 Arathi. Maybe it just means like the groups of Arathi that we're seeing. So it's 8 groups, not necessarily 8 Arathi. So there must be like 8 sections in total.
Here we go! What have we here?
Alright, what do we got here? Illusions. We better go deeper and investigate. Halfway mark. Picked up our checkpoint here. Let's get to work again.
They'll maybe use that move.
I am curious to know what the meta is going to be for Delves with Bran. Like, is it better to have him as a healer or a damage dealer? Or does it depend, I guess, on the mission at hand? Could be final boss time already. Let's pop some of our defensives. We're gonna have to be a little less brash, I think, in the future when we go through these for real at the higher levels.
Got just the thing to
Very
blast
cool.
through this.
And looks like Bran picked up a new ability as well in Monkey Leash. We'll have to see what that does. Ooh, okay. Nice two-handed axe. Unfortunately, we are a one-handed class, but we could save this for Unholy or Blood. I know that Death Knights can use two-handed weapons as well for Frost, but I think it's more appropriate to dual wield at the moment. Cool, let's get out of here. There's nothing here related to Zekfir. I guess we have to go back to Ashkahet and turn in the quest for the initial note that we received. Hard to say if that's something that we should be doing now. Before we kind of go through all of the rest of the delves or not. I mean, we're going to be doing plenty of delve content anyway, so I suppose it doesn't matter too much. Now, we did complete that delve. There's no quest for Bran, but there is a quest to turn in for this that we picked up in Lights Bluing. And that was in between episodes. Let's see where the Flight Master takes us. Okay, it just teleports us right out of the hole. That's fine. Yep, let's visit Lights Bluing real quick. Laurel's Crossing, that's what it's called, over at Lights Bluing. And then we've got some options from there.
We are the Seekers of Light.
Thank you for the aid. It's hard to aid everyone in Hallowfall given the current situation. Hopefully the Kobus will think twice about trying any further attacks.
May the shadows pass you by.
I mean, I feel like we kind of went into the Kobus' home/territory, but I mean, I suppose that's where the source of the attacks were coming from, so I guess that makes sense. Really got to figure out what these resonance crystals are for. It's been quite the shock coming from Legion, which was the last time I seriously played retail. With all the different currencies that we have. I mean, these are just 3 that I have listed in our bar down here, but I know there's way more. There's Valor points, there's the different types of crests that you can get. There's just a lot of stuff to keep track of and figure out like what everything actually does. Cool, so we got those two done. Let's head over to the Mycomancer Cavern. And after we complete that one, we might hit level 80, or come very close at the very least. We'll have to see.
The lamplighters are stretched thin. For the Arathi to survive, we must settle inland. The lash rooms choke the life out of crops and farmhands alike.
Looks like we do have a quest here that we could potentially pick up. Let me know how you guys feel about world quests as well. I'm gonna be doing plenty of those in between episodes to progress our character, in between the big story points, but let me know if you'd like me to include some of those in here. I'm not sure how immersive world quests really are in fleshing out the world nowadays.
In hardship, kindness. If the shadows find...
Okay, this has nothing to do with the delve, so we'll leave it be for now. Looks like we got another fungus-related delve. Let's go inside and see what we're dealing with. What do these Fungarians want with my prized pigs? Oh, you look like the adventuring sort. Can you help me? Aaliyah Hillhelm.
Could launch us right up.
Nice big cavern. Very similar to the other fungal one we did back on the Isle of Dorn. Except this one looks like it may even be bigger.
Feel the warmth of the sacred flame.
These Fungarians have taken my prized pigs for some reason. Nefarious reasons, I'm sure. Probably involving mold and spores and other such nonsense. Please, you have to get my pigs back. My farm is nothing without them. And feel free to dispatch any Fungarians you find. The fewer of them around, the safer my farm will be. Alright, so we're gonna kill some Fungarians and get some pigs back.
Don't despair. The shadows sense it.
Please be gentle with my pigs. They scare easily, and I'm sure this cavern has spooked them something good. Alright, let's take a look at our objectives. Nothing showing up just yet, probably when we enter the yellow area.
Those spores will blow up if we hit them.
Yeah, let's try to avoid those spores. Unless these spores damage the other stuff around us, then it might actually be useful.
We can get around by jumping on those big mushrooms.
Miss Lily, how do you do? What did we just pick up? Okay, so Brand giving us some stuff. So 10 pigs need to be saved. It's not showing up on our objective tracker, oddly enough. I suppose it doesn't matter too much. Let's just focus on finding as many as we can. Oh no, one of the pigs is attacking us.
fantastic!
Just make sure that we're not potentially missing anything.
You won't hit us with that one! You're looking a bit rough. Take a wee rest.
Oh, I didn't realize Bran could plop one of these on the ground. Bran's cozy campfire. Allows us to eat, I suppose.
Let's have a quick sit down to recover.
Treasure at the bottom? Perhaps. Let's investigate. We've got a checkpoint over here as well. There might be a pig up top there. We're just going to have to double check that. Maybe we should do that first, just in case. Yeah, okay, there's two actually up here. And we've got a rare spawn over there as well in the stolen loader. We can pick him up.
Here's your take of the spoils!
Yep, while in combat we gain the magnetic loader. Just a nice little buff for the rest of the delve.
Nice fight!
Okay, another buff of some kind.
That's more like it.
Hopefully we can have multiple of those at a time. I don't think there's any restrictions to how many of those you can pick up during a single run. Alright, that's it for the pigs. Let's see what's between us and the treasure in there. I can already see him. Bog Piper. It's a cool enemy.
Those spores will blow up if we hit them. You won't hit us with that one. More like it. Got just the thing to blast through this.
Cool. Let's collect our treasure once again. And we are out of here. This one is going to be turned in at Dunnell's Kindness. Let's get it turned in and see where we're at.
We will triumph. The Empire is
I
forever.
heard the Fungarians had been thinned out by someone recently. Thank you.
Take your leave.
Oh, we're so close. Alright, there's one more delve to do in Hollowfall. Let's get it done. Let's hit level 80. Thinking we're gonna have to go into some sort of hole first before we can find the entrance. Let's take a look around, maybe right here. This looks about right. The Sanguine Grasps. Alright, the Skittering Breach. I've heard this is a popular one online because it's quick. That's another thing I've been wondering too about the delves, is what the reward system is like. Do you get specific types of pieces of gear depending on which delve you actually go to, or do you really just want to do the same, whatever the fastest delve is, over and over and over again because they all drop the same stuff? I do hope that it forces you at some point to go to different delves to get different rewards. I think that would be good, a good way to do it. because you don't want to, you know, have everybody clumped into the same place over and over again. So pretty simple map layout as usual. This one is in Hollowfall, I'm pretty sure, but it's got a very Ashkahet kind of vibe. Let's speak with Lamplighter Havrik Shavin.
We burn brightly together.
The Nerubians had befouled the land with this temple long ago. It had seemed long abandoned when first it was discovered by the Lamplighters, but now the Nerubians have retaken it to perform a dark ritual. Given all the evils the Nerubians have already wrought, we cannot allow the ritual to succeed. I beseech your aid.
Don't despair. The shadows sense
We'll hold the entrance here to make sure nothing gets through. Dark things lurk below. Alright, so we're just gonna go in and kill stuff, I'm sure. Nerubian Ballista, okay. Let's see. Oh, okay, form of travel. Sure. Let's defeat these guys. Looks like we have a bar to fill.
They'll maybe use it that way. Here we go! Nice fight! Don't stand there! That's more like it!
Nothing but Nerubians to kill in here, but we did pick up some extra experience for Bran. And for ourselves, I suppose. Heading to the next platform now.
Nice find!
Just making sure we explore every corner. Want to make sure we pick up all that extra bonus experience. I wonder at what point Bran starts to cap out on his level.
Smell that? It's treasure. I know it. We're close.
Let's make sure we get the treasure.
That's more like it.
Maximum health increase. We're gonna pull lots of stuff.
They'll never be using that move. Those whips will summon the Rubians. Don't stand in them. Here we go.
Alright, we've reached the checkpoint.
Woman champion.
One more ritualist to defeat, and then final boss perhaps. Yeah, looks like we got something big and purple in the distance. We do have some extra stuff in here. Let's go in here. There's usually some bonus things within these little areas.
That's more like it. Nice find.
Now, where what does this wrapped spool do? Oh no, one of these, huh? Oh, I suppose we can play around with this for a little bit. Let's see. We got that one. Almost there. Maybe this and this. Perfect. Bouncy shroom. Each time you double jump, you are now able to double jump. Okay. You are healed for a lot. Wow.
That's more like it.
Double jumping DK. You'll love to see it. Let's get to that last platform. Let's get these devotees out of here. Darylthek the Skulking. That's quite the name. Skittering breach completed. Level 80 has been achieved. We unlocked some new dungeons as well. Let's get that last talent point spent. We do have another choice node here. I believe we're going with Dark Talents here. Consuming Killing Machine or Rhyme has a 25% chance to increase the maximum stacks of an active Icy Talents by 1 up to 2 times. While Icy Talents is active, your runic power spending abilities also count as Shadow Frost damage. That simply just increases the damage we're going to deal with our Reaper's Mark and the stuff that comes out of that effect. Let's collect our reward. Ooh, Weathered Crests. There we go. Because we're level 80 now, we can start actually collecting those too.
That's more like it.
Another relic obtained. It's going to be a lot of stuff to play around with and consider. Let's get out of here. We'll turn that quest in as well. Curious to see if the rewards for that quest will change. Now that we're level 80. Ooh, I can see a bountiful delve already. Where the waterworks. Yeah, those coffer key shards are what we're going to want to collect, which can be found in caches from weekly quests or special assignment world quests. We're gonna have to learn more about those. The Skittering Breach looks like it's also bountiful at the moment. I guess that's the key, right? I guess that's the thing that Blizzard is using to force the player into more than just a single delve. Because not every delve is going to be a bountiful delve at any given moment. So you are going to be forced to run other ones.
The Emperor rewards the faithful.
You survived the Skittering Breach. I know many a lamplighter who was forced to retreat from that foul place. You've made this land safer. Thank you.
Obey the testament of Merildar.
Cool.
The Empire is forever.
Alright, guys, that is going to be it for me for today. Perfect time to stop, perfect place to stop. That is it, we're level 80, and now we have unlocked the max level campaign, so we can do that whenever we want. We're still going to want to do all of the other delves. We have the delves in Ashkahet, and we're going to want to do some of the dungeons as well, at least once through. And I'll probably do them on normal or heroic instead of the followers, just to help progress our character a little bit. Other than the main story events, you know, we might return to the local storylines as well once we're done with that. We're of course going to take on the raid once we're able to enter that. And yeah, in between episodes, I'm going to be progressing our character on my own, and just enjoying what the War Within has to offer. As always, I appreciate you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye for now.